Morning, everybody from the tent. It's been another good night. I had a solid 8 hours of sleep. It's shortly before 8 o'clock in the morning now, and I'll soon pack up the tent. So far, everything is good. Today's ride will take us further west towards the Lake of Geneva, and then down south, finally into Italy. Should be a nice day's ride. Only thing that I'm not too thrilled about is the prospect that later tonight it's probably gonna rain. It kind of looks like it will be after I arrive at the next campsite, so I should be at least able to set up the tent in the dry, but later during the night the tent will most likely get wet and it will rain all throughout the next morning, so that will most likely delay my start tomorrow, but we'll tackle that when we come to it. In the meanwhile, let's go. Alright, everything is packed up, so let's go. Gotta swing by the reception really quick because we had this placeholder card here at this campsite that you needed to place by your spot so that you know that you camped here legally. For 9:30 in the morning, it's really quiet here still at this campsite. Most people here are obviously staying long term because 10 o'clock is latest checkout. Servus, wollt ihr die wieder haben? In Ordnung. Schönen Tag noch. Alright, so they don't need it back. Yeah guys, I just found this winding alpine pass road. It wasn't even planned for today, but I was down there in the valley on the main road, and there was so much traffic. It was, you could hardly go faster than 60 kilometers an hour. It was one car after the other, and yeah, just wasn't very pleasant to ride. So and then the GPS said, basically I saw a little one of those gray lines on Google Maps where it says if you take this route it's 27 minutes more, it says. And then I saw the sign that says it's some pass. I even forgot what the name was, but it doesn't matter. It's beautiful, and I can ride the way I want to ride. So this is perfect. Like I said, it wasn't planned, but doesn't matter. I'll have 27 minutes today because I'm thinking of maybe cutting this day short a little bit. and not riding all the way down south where I intended because of the rain forecast. Maybe a little further north if I just stay one valley to the north of what I originally planned. I'll be able to avoid the overnight rain. Now, my problem is not that I'm going to be riding in the rain tomorrow. I'll probably be doing that anyways, but that's not really what I care about. What I care about is I hate packing up in the morning while it's raining, packing away a wet tent, and I really don't like that. So if possible, I'd like to avoid it, and if I can avoid it by just cutting this day short, an hour or an hour and a half, that's fine with me. Tomorrow is not such a long ride anyway. It's just 5 hours I think is planned for tomorrow, so I'll not have a big problem and can just catch it up tomorrow. Yeah, so now I'm at the top of the pass, obviously. I'll keep you updated on the situation, and yeah, that's it for now. And ladies and gentlemen, we are approaching the Lake of Geneva. There you go. Not sure if that in the background there is already the Mont Blanc. Could be, the direction is correct, but I'm not sure if it's that close. If it is, that would be the highest mountain in Europe. Alright, I had just refueled for the last time in Switzerland because gas here is cheaper than it is in Italy. Whoa, bike is heavy. Alright, and now I'm stupid. I didn't switch on the phone, and now it's not going to recognize my face, and now I have to put the pin in, and I hate that. Alright, fixed that. Now she's talking on my ears again. Yeah, now she's telling me about COVID, border stuff. Oh, I love it when she's talking when I want to talk to you guys. Alright. What I wanted to talk about is I'll talk about it in a minute. Alright, now it seems to have quieted. Alright, now I at least know where I'm going and everything is a little more quiet. Better for talking. Yeah. I've refueled because gas is cheaper here than it is in Italy, and we'll be heading to Italy now. But actually we'll be heading further north when we reach Aosta instead of further south. The reason for that is the one that I already explained, the weather forecast. The further north we go, the better the chances are of getting a dry night. And I value that more than an extra 100 kilometers or so tomorrow, because that's not an issue. So what we'll do is we'll go down to Aosta, then take a right instead of a left, and go basically towards the Mont Blanc. Should also give us a camping site with a great view of the highest peak in Europe. And hopefully that'll give us a dry night, so let's see. Yes, we're now riding up the Col de Saint-Bernard, or in English probably St. Bernhard's Pass. This is the pass where we're going to switch from Switzerland to Italy. And also it is the area the big Swiss dog is named after. I don't know what the English name is actually. You can drop it down in the comments if you know it. In German it's called a Bernardiner. It's this big black, brown and white Swiss dog. It's named after this area. Formerly the sheep herders, they used them in this area here. So that's why it's named this way. And also, it's an awesome mountain road, so now I'm gonna keep quiet and enjoy the ride. And welcome to Italy, ladies and gentlemen. We made it. Alright, another change of plans. Now that I'm here in Italy and I'll have a look at the weather, I'm kind of calling BS. I can see where the clouds form, and that's over all the mountains. So, and where they kind of move in a valley situation like this, so much depends on local winds and stuff. it's very, very hard to predict, and so I'm kind of saying you don't know where it's gonna rain. It could be anywhere, it could be nowhere. Maybe where I planned originally, there is a higher chance of it, but I don't really see a reason not to go there. What I'm saying is basically that it could rain anywhere, and if I stay up here in the north, I'd have to pay for the campsite again, and the one that I found on the south side of the national park, I think that is a free campsite. Not sure, not 100% certain on it, but it kind of looks like that. So I'm gonna take a gamble and go down there, and let's see how it pans out. Maybe it was a good decision, maybe it wasn't, but you know, the thing about these kind of trips is it's an adventure, and part of the adventure is not knowing and going out there and making decisions and relying on your gut feeling and just trusting yourself. And I think going down there is the better move right now. Hey guys, we made it to the campsite, well, to the wild campsite, and I'm so super stoked I rode here, because first of all, the road up here was completely amazing. It was one of a kind, like really super tiny twisty road, mostly second, third gear. You couldn't even get past that for most of the time, and just such a fun ride. And look where I am. I mean, I'm surrounded by beautiful green lush hills, and also this campsite, it's free. It's just this big open meadow. There's fireplaces there. There's a spot here to make a campfire. Maybe I can find some wood later on tonight. That would be awesome. And also there is, I think, a little toilet down there, and a big river over here. So this is awesome. I really like this, and so this is where I'm going to camp tonight. I really think it's a really cool spot. We're by the, well, campfire now, if you want to call this disappointment a campfire. Sadly, the wood I found is too wet, and it's more smoldering than burning, really. I've tried everything in my book, and all the stuff that I have with me. I've poured so much gasoline on it that, well, I had a really high flame for a second, but it doesn't really want to burn after all. So, yeah, I guess that is that. I'll have to sit here without the campfire tonight.